Stuff falling. What up, y'all? It's Chris Weathers, aka Shorty C94. We got episode 146 of Shorty Sneaker Conversations, featuring Sneakers Fanatic 216. I know her as Melissa, but let's get it going. All right, we'll get going in just a second. Oh. Whew.
Oh, hold up. Let me fix this. My iPod is tripping. My air. Hold up.
What's up, Jordan? 23.
I was just talking to my godson.
Well, hello there.
What's up?
Not much. Not much. Glad to have you here.
Glad to be here.
Yeah. It's been a little. I feel like I remember where I seen you last, whether it was Hibbett or Foot Locker.
I bought when I told you. I think the last pair was it was a pair of bronze. I know that for a fact.
Okay.
But it most definitely was Hibbett.
Oh, it was at Hibbett. Okay.
Hibbett. Yeah, Hibbett is the worst at this point. I don't remember the last time I've been to that store. At least the one in East Cleveland and one in Cleveland. I had this all figured out. Let's see. Come on. Don't make me.
Damn, now I can't hear you.
I see you still got all the kicks. Your sneaker game is way better than mine.
It's not a. I don't know about a better. It's just different. These is all Converses, so I don't really. I have a few regular sneakers here at the apartment, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, moving out here to Greensboro, not knowing anyone other than a few coworkers. It's weird. It's different than Cleveland in the sense of everybody's everywhere, so you can't be like, ooh, that's the hood, or ooh, this is this part. It's like everybody is just everywhere.
Everybody's everywhere.
And the majority of this move was done at night. So I'm like, yeah, I don't know this area. I mean, I've been living here for over a year now, but I ain't know nobody over here like that. So I was like, I'm gonna just keep it Converse. So in case anything goes down, I'd be like, man, this nigga, the fuck, all he got is, So yeah. So it's good to see you, Melissa.
It's good to see you too. Long time no see, sir.
So we haven't seen each other since I was at Hibbett.
Hibbett.
Man, that was 2019 was the last time I was working there. It's been 5 years. You still look exactly the same though.
Yeah.
I haven't aged at all.
That black don't crack.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All
right. Well, I guess I'll start by asking, what's the most important thing you've been able to take from the world since the pandemic started?
Ooh. Just the appreciation of being able to like slow down and just appreciate time and spending time with my family, and being able to travel, just not realizing, just not putting off the stuff that I normally put off, and realizing that You really just need to take more time for yourself and just appreciate the time that you have and the people that you have.
Okay.
Pandemic, I think the pandemic gave a lot of people a whole different outlook on like life and stuff. Like a lot of stuff that you put off is maybe next year I'll do it. Now it's more like I'm taking that trip right now, or I'm gonna do such and such now because you never know. So yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Now, obviously, I'm from Cleveland.
Of course.
You're in Cleveland.
Yes.
Are you from Cleveland?
No.
I feel like we talked about this before, but I'm
Mm-mm.
getting older, so I can't
Nope.
remember. Where are you from again?
Not from Cleveland. From New Jersey, North New Jersey.
North New Jersey.
Cleveland, Ohio is my second home. My aunt moved here in like the 80s,
Okay.
so I always spent my summers here ever since as a kid. So Cleveland was always like my second home, but originally from North New Jersey, and officially made the move here, like officially, 10 years ago. 10 years to be exact.
2014.
Last month.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. A lot of people ask, like, why did you move to Cleveland? Like, my aunt, my uncle, but I think I just needed a new space to like grow. And since I've been here, I mean, I always did love Cleveland. I don't really see anything wrong with it. You can find it. Cleveland has like its hidden gems. Like I tell my friends all the time. So it's not always what you think what it is. You can always find something to do. They got a lot of cool stuff. You just got to know where to find it. But yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm probably one of the few niggas that moved away from Cleveland that miss it. But I never wanted to move down here anyway.
You did?
No, absolutely not. I'd be there right now if I could.
For real?
Yeah, Shaker Heights is my favorite place to be in the world.
Shaker,
where I'm from.
Shaker Heights they got a lot of cool gyms up there too.
Yeah.
You got good food places, good places to chill. I can see why.
Yeah, I mean, my then wife wanted to live here and was trying to be a good husband, so I came, but I never wanted to come down here.
Sacrifices sometimes, but I don't really plan to be in Cleveland. My aunt is keeping me here right now. Okay. So I originally moved here, to help her take care of my uncle who was going through dementia and stuff. And plus, I needed a new space to grow. So, but now it's just me and her. I'm not moving until that time comes. But I'm moving somewhere at some point in time in my life, somewhere warm. I'm a warm, hot weather person.
Okay.
So,
well, it's really nice down here. I do like North Carolina. It's not Cleveland, but I do like it.
You do.
And it is one of those places where if it snows even a little, which would be nothing for us, everything closes.
Exactly, because they're not prepared for it. They don't know how to act in it. They don't.
Yeah.
They don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What if I'm not being too personal, I know we're on the internet. What area of Cleveland are you around?
I live in Bedford.
Oh,
Bedford
okay.
Heights. So
yeah, I'm about to say it's Bedford Heights. What us being.
Bedford Heights, Macedonia, all those areas. To me, like I've been living here for 10 years and coming here all my life, and I'm still amazed at all the cool places that I find to hang out, go visit, sightsee. Because I will explore. Once I got a car, I'm willing to explore and drive and go see some stuff. So it's cool. It's cool for me to living in Ohio.
I feel it. I feel like our paths first crossed. I remember you sending me a message when I was still working for Next/Exhibition. And you were asking me about the 2017 Air Max 97 Silver Bullet.
And you know I still have my originals and I got the new.
You have a pair from 97?
They are in my closet.
Wow.
I should have took them out of my closet. Still got the box.
Nice.
Crumbled, looks horrible, but I refuse to let. That was my first sneaker that I bought when I got my first job of working for Foot Locker. When when I was in high school, 97, 98, whatever it was. That was my first kick that I bought myself, my first check.
Okay. So you a Foot Locker veteran like myself?
Yeah, I worked there for a while.
Yeah, I've worked for Foot Locker maybe 5 or 6 times in my life. So, because after, because I left Hibbett in 2019 because all the spots around us, that Euclid isn't what it was.
It was. It's
So
not.
everybody around us was getting robbed.
Mm-hmm.
And then the bank we bank with, the little PNC right on Shore Center and Babbitt, got robbed.
Always
Damn,
getting robbed
every day. So
yeah.
I'm like, it's, we got Jordans and shit. Niggas got cash. It's dope boys coming in here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like a sitting duck. Hibbett wouldn't let me close earlier. They wouldn't let me carry my gun, and they wouldn't get me security because they said it was too expensive. So I'm like, so damn, fuck us, huh? Excuse my language.
Just figure it out.
Yeah, it'll be all right. So
nah,
I had to go.
I understand.
And I ended up at Foot Locker at Richmond, which Richmond was a dead mall when I was there, but
it's dead.
that Foot Locker
dead
was
now.
cool because it was like it was so big, and it was like we still got the new releases, but it was like an outlet at the same time. So we was getting shit from Detroit, shit from New York. It might be one or two, but we got them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We got these forces. I couldn't buy them because I'm a Lakers fan, but we got these forces that were in honor of the '04 Pistons. I'm like, man, I can't wear that. It had a little '04 on the side. I thought about getting them though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Really? Because you're a Lakers fan, you wasn't gonna get the Piston kits? Come on now.
I hate the Pistons. I hate the Pistons more than I hate the Celtics.
Yeah, you're a true Lakers fan. You're a Lakers fan from back in the day.
Yeah.
Only a true Lakers fan would say that.
I hate Trailblazers.
I'm a Lakers fan for one reason and one reason only, and everybody knows why. LeBron.
What, because Kobe?
LeBron and Kobe. That's it.
Oh.
That's it.
It's weird. I mean, just being from Cleveland and the fact that we could just turn on Channel 30 and look at LeBron every other day. It's weird him being out there. I paid league pass to see Kobe. I just can't do it for LeBron. And I love him.
You already know how I feel about LeBron. You already know how I feel. That's my guy.
Yeah.
So, wherever he go, I go. Like I have the I just recently got the newest Lakers jersey that they released, the black one.
Oh, we're saying Los Angeles, like in a can't even
I got
do
that
it, man.
one. I wanted to get the Black Mamba jersey. That thing is the hardest thing to get. It's the hardest. So I really wanted that one. Never could get it, but I was able to get that one. So I'm cool with that. But yeah,
Okay. So I know you said that Silver Bullet 97 was your first shoe you bought. But before that, let's go back a little bit.
Ooh.
What was that first sneaker that was just like, all right, like your first sneaker moment?
Very first sneaker moment?
Uh-oh.
I'm looking right at it right now. The Air Max, which one is that? Is that the Air Max? What's the name of it? I just know that I cried for that sneaker in the store. Like that one. And don't judge me on this one. I'm still trying to find these. See, I became a sneaker collector because of what I like, not what everybody else likes. So, the Air Maxes, I'm taking it real far back with this one, and I wish I still had the original. It's kind of hard to find. The LA Gear Lights. You couldn't tell me nothing when I had those. You absolutely couldn't tell me nothing when I had those. So those, and of course at one point in time, my first.
Oh, I lost the audio with you.
Whole scenario with those.
Which shoe was it? You had went out for a little bit.
The Jordan 3s. Whole scenario with those. Cried for those. Rolled on the floor. My grandmother was like, "You're not getting them." Over time, she got them, but the Air Max, those Air Maxes were the first ones, and they used to, because I, as a kid, you always have these little weird little things about how you feel about your kicks. I always thought that whatever new pair of kicks I bought always made me move faster, run faster, do something faster. So too, I play basketball, so the Jordans. Go home on a Sunday, you watch the game on a Sunday, and you start feeling incredible after you see the Jordan just kick on everybody on a Sunday. Then you go to the park, throw your J's on, you think you're invincible. So kicks always had like a magical type of feeling for me. So, but now I basically just I collect because of the things that I like or the things that stand out to me, not more so like everybody else copying them, and I wear all my kicks that I buy. So I'm not like a collector that keep them in a box and just smell them here and there or sell them. I wear every pair of kicks that I have.
Yeah, this ain't no disrespect to nobody who does it, but I always thought that was
Yeah,
kind of silly.
I gotta wear them. Like for instance, I got a few pairs that I caught from December to now, or was gifted. I haven't worn all of them yet, but we haven't worn any of them yet. But we just waiting for the perfect time, perfect outfit. But they're getting worn. Like all my god kids, I think their parents are hot at me because I didn't make them all sneakerheads. At some point in time, you know, they know like Lissy gonna get us something they want, so they all like kicks like me. I think it's just I don't know. I just got a love for kicks. Always have, always will. I don't think it's gonna ever go away. But yeah.
Okay.
What
Now,
started your love for kicks though?
oh, somebody actually asking me questions. This never happens. All right. So I was fortunate to have a father that, I shouldn't say was. I am fortunate to have a father that's into
Okay.
sports, and he played basketball well into the '90s before he stopped playing intramurally. So sneakers and the NBA was like always around me, and
Okay.
I had I definitely had some. I had the white and metallic navy Jordan ones when I was like a little kid, 5 or 6. I had the weapons, Magic's weapons,
Okay.
which I'm actually wearing right
Okay.
now, and you know, a few other Jordans, Jordan 4, but the black and infrared 6 was the first sneaker I ever wanted.
Okay.
Um, like I remember my dad came home from work, he had on the entire kit. So he had the hat, he had the short set, so it was a Jumpman right here. The shirt was black,
Mm-hmm.
and on the back it had the Jordan 6. You know how I say Jordan with the air in between it, and
Yeah.
it's a Jumpman behind it. That was embroidered on the back and on the side of the shorts. He had the socks, and he had the shoes, and he had the bag too. He had the whole kit.
The whole
And he
thing.
was like, he had the whole kit, and I just was like, they were like glowing, like that infrared. It just like the way it affected me. It was like, you know how when you look at a light too long, you'll kind of see it after it's
Yeah.
gone. That's how that infrared was on me, like that. Like, and he was like, "You like these, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's Michael Jordan, you know,
Yeah.
fourth grade me, 1991." And he was like, "Well, we can get you some tomorrow. I just want to get your foot measured so we get you the right size. We can get them tomorrow." So we went and got them. We went to Tower City, and we got them. And after we went and saw the Robin Hood with Kevin Costner, so
Oh.
you
Oh.
know that was when Tower City was new, where they still had like Barney's of New
Yup.
York and Fendi and
Yup.
Gucci, and people
Yup.
people from Cleveland don't even know. I'm like, man, Tower City was high
It
end.
was.
That's why every now and then I'm probably gonna do it now, since you made me reminded me of it. I'm gonna post a picture when Tower City first opened, all the stores they had there. The people were like, this was in Tower City. I'm like, yeah, this was a Gucci store down there. It
Yup.
was just a little too soon. Like if that shit would have been down there when LeBron first came, it'd have been a whole
Yeah.
other thing.
It would have.
You know.
You're taking it way back. Because I remember when I first came, and that's the first place my aunt took me was Tower City because she used to work there. So sometimes she would take me to work, and we would just explore downtown. And she took me to Tower City.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love, like because Ohio was
Yeah.
nothing like New Jersey. They was two different places, two different like entities. They was two different worlds. So coming here was always cool as hell.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is back when Tower City still had the Disney store, they had the Warner Brothers store.
Yup.
They had when Foot Locker was on the side and not in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because that ended up becoming Payless. Because where Foot Locker was, that ended up it used to be a restaurant called Downtown Moe's, and I'm like, wow, they made that into Foot Locker. But that Foot Locker was supposed to be a house of hoops, and Tower City was awful. Their security and their management was awful. When I was at Next, like that's a whole nother story. I'll get to that later in the show. But Tower City management is awful. I've worked in a lot of malls and ran a lot of shoe
And
stores,
that
and
was like the worst one by far.
yeah, man. I mean, it's ridiculous. I'm like, man, nobody even comes here after 4 o'clock. Like, you know, I compared to the other Nexts, I like Tower City the best just because of who I had working there with me and the fact that we closed at 7 o'clock. So I wasn't missing no games
You still
or
able
nothing.
to
You
see
know what I'm saying?
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was, shit, we out of here by 7:30. For most places, I'm not out of here until shit almost 10.
And 10
You know,
o'clock,
so
9 o'clock. Yeah.
by by 4:30, 5 o'clock, everything will slow down. It's like, all right, let's start folding the shirts. Let's do this so we can, get the fuck out of here. The Lakers are coming on. Or at that time, that was when LeBron was on the Heat. Like, I got to see the Heat. You know what I'm saying? So
That's funny because when LeBron made the switch to the Miami, that was around the time I went on my first cruise to, I can't remember where we went, and I met the DJ from the Miami Heat, and we was kicking it the whole cruise, and he told me, he was like, "Your boy coming to Miami." I was like, "He's never gonna leave Ohio." He was like, "He's leaving Ohio. I'm telling you, I know for sure." I said, "He's not gonna do it." He's like, "All right, cool." So he was kicking it the whole trip. He was like, "I'm gonna give you my telephone number. When you find out, I'm gonna call you, or you can call me." I was devastated. Like he said, "I told you." I was like, "Why?" Upset, but yeah.
I never wanted LeBron to leave. I knew I kind of feeling like I know basketball the way I do. I felt like he was. I didn't want him to, but I was so high on the Lakers winning the championship a couple weeks before that it didn't affect me like it affected the rest of the city.
Everybody else.
I like niggas burning jerseys. I'm like,
why were you burning your? I never understood the burning of the jersey and the shoes. I never understood that. Like, why?
I'm like, that's like if LeBron would have never came back, he still would have been the best Cav ever. I
Still
know,
best.
we know about Mark Price and Brad Daugherty and Austin Carr and World Be Free. All these guys, Larry Nance, none of them are LeBron.
Nah.
John Kemp he had one good season and then he was washed up after the lockout. He was never the same. He wasn't nothing like his Sonic self.
Never.
So, we had Andre Miller. He had some good years, leading the league in assists with the 0-2 Cavs. So, but nothing like LeBron. So I'm like, this is Cleveland history. I mean, people used to look at me like I was crazy, especially when he was in Miami. I'm like, I was still wearing my LeBron Cavs jersey with LeBron 7s and 6s.
I
I'm like,
never stopped wearing the LeBron stuff. I just didn't understand it.
I'm like, it's a piece of Cleveland history. I mean, Jim Tomey left twice, and y'all still fuck with him.
I don't know. I don't know. I never understood the burning of the jerseys. And then when he came back, they was happy as hell. But y'all the same people who burnt y'all jerseys when he left. Like,
yeah, I'm like, yeah, I kept everything. So the only thing I can't find is I had every LeBron bobblehead that they ever made at the Q. I haven't been able to find them since I've moved down here. So the movers that moved us definitely stole some of my shoes.
those movers, I'm telling you, movers who move you from anywhere, your stuff is always gonna come up missing. Because when I moved my stuff from New Jersey to here, a lot of my stuff was missing, but I got my revenge back in a very nice way. A very nice way. So yeah. They moved me in the middle of a really bad snowstorm we had. And the driver, for whatever reason, I don't know what state they came from, he drove up here in a tank top and a pair of shorts. That's all he had on. So I was thinking to myself, like, yeah,
fuck is this nigga on?
What you want, sir? I'm like, okay. And some of my stuff was missing when it was coming up. I was like, okay, I know how to get y'all back. I know how to get y'all back real easy. So, but yeah, but it seems like anytime you hire movers, your stuff is either gonna come up broken or missing. Not unless you hire like a really good moving company, but it's guaranteed to miss. Your stuff gonna come up missing.
Yeah, because they moved me and they told me they were like, the only person we ever seen with more shoes than you was when we moved OBJ, and I'm like, thank you. Now I'm gonna be honest, having I was like, all right, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, everything that was really important, I just put in my CRV. All of the OG Jordans, like the OG ones and stuff like that, the Yeezys, certain stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm not even trusting y'all with this. But they stole pretty much all of my Vapor Maxes.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm. They stole my blue tuned airs, the OG color, you know, the blue with the yellow
Yeah.
swoosh, and they stole the Concords that I wear.
Are
They
you
didn't
serious?
take the dead stock pair. They took the pair that I wore. I would have rather, if they had to take them, I'd have rather them took the dead stock pair because, like, that pair that I wore, my wife had won them for me in a raffle because at Hibbett, we,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we still had to do raffles even though we worked there. It's
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous. And I wore them for our entire trip the first time we ever came down here just to see what it was like.
Mm-hmm.
So I had like the little ticket with her name and number in the box, and you know what I mean. It was like a
And they
sentimental thing.
took them.
Like, you know, they were starting to yellow slightly, but they were still in really good shape. I haven't even worn that other pair. I'm not probably ever gonna wear them. I need a gently worn
Really?
pair of Concords. I need a brand new pair all the time.
What size you
It's the
wear?
same way with I'm anything 11 through 12.
I might be able to help you with that.
Have you done a review on the Air Max DN? Nah, Carbella, I haven't got a chance to get to it yet. You know what I'm saying?
I like the way they look though. They got a look about them that is different, and I kind of
they
like those though.
if you remember, they look like the Air Max 2001. Remember how they had the little
Yeah.
tubular? Because they had that trainer called the Air P
Yep.
Phase with that same little foot
Yep.
bridge. With the,
You're
so
absolutely correct about that.
I'm actually hoping that they retro. That they probably won't, but I'm hoping that they retro it.
You
But
might.
like, man, just put that little DN shit on it.
They might
You
retro
know?
because they seem like they retroing all the stuff from my childhood. I'm dying to get my hands on a pair of them Deion Sanders because those were the first pair of kicks I ever bought when I was here as a kid. My aunt bought them for me,
You know,
and I still want another
I'm
pair.
just it's kind of like Nike. They've successfully hyped up that shoe because it's been out so many
It
times.
has.
Like they were
But
out
I
in
need it.
18 when I was at Hibbett. They were out in 14 when I was at Next. They were out in 07 when I was at Champs. So I'm like, you know, people love that shoe, and it's a shoe that should always be around. I just hope that when they come out, they're supposed to come out later this month for the masses, that they do them
The
properly because
doing right, yeah.
that's the 2000, the 07 and I never had the 18, but the 07 and the 14 retro. And them cross trainers, they just be slapping them shits together. They don't really be making them good.
A lot of
The
Nike,
paint,
some of this stuff lately been iffy. Some of it. I managed to get a cop a few of the new kicks that came out where I've gotten a decent pair, but I've seen some that are like terrible.
yeah, like
Some of the quality is it's like you can tell they're rushing it.
I remember when the Fire Red 4 came out, Black Friday 20. Um, now Black Friday is like right before my birthday, so my ex-wife had got them. I guess she won them on sneakers and gave them to me for my birthday. But one shoe was like tumbled, and the other shoe was smooth, and they ended up not looking right until like the second wear, where they both were like, I'm like, all right, but they're 12. I'm like, I know I'm not gonna just be able to go get another pair.
Another pair.
And this was how wild it was in 2020.
Very wild.
You lucky you got them. You better chill out now. Now, if it was now, well,
you might be able to still cop them now. Depends on you. The only thing you have to really depend on is how much you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah, it's still a 4. The 4 is like the new Jordan 1, so they ain't really getting returned like that. So I had to just thug it out. But I do plan on getting a pair of Air Max DNs, but I haven't
Just need the right colorway.
pulled the trigger. A lot of them shits are sold out because I went on my swoosh account looking at them. I was like, all right,
They sold out. I didn't even look.
Like 3 of the colors: the Volt one, the black and pink one,
Ooh.
and there's like I want to say a blue one because they were all like, I'm like, all right, they $96. I could fuck with that. You know, 40 off. All right, but all the colors I wanted was gone.
I need a perfect color. I'm just not gonna get a pair. I need a certain colorway for me to get them, but I do want them. I keep seeing them. Like I might have to get a pair of those.
So like I would like to have had the Volt one just on some ode to the Air Max 95 shit.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite colorway though. But yeah.
Okay. It's really good talking to you.
It's good talking to you too.
So going back to when you was in Jersey, right?
Yep.
Now you say northern New Jersey, so you was right by the city.
In the middle of the hood.
So were you in like the Oranges?
Yeah, I lived in Newark and Orange. Like I lived in Orange, like right around the corner from Orange High School,
Okay.
Central Park. I used to spend all my time. Anybody who lived in that area knows you always saw me in my basketball at the park all the time.
All right.
Uh, I went to my Catholic school was literally like 15 minutes from here. Like I lived in the Oranges, and I spent all my time. I was born in Newark, but I spent a lot of time with my grandmother who lived in Newark. So between Newark, Orange, East Orange, and Vauxhall, that's where I was always at.
I just always remember it was either up Uptown Anthem or Everything's Gonna Be All Right. Naughty by Nature.
I lived in
They had
I lived in the same neighborhood as Naughty by Nature.
yeah, because they had a
I lived around the corner from Whitney Houston. Uh, where my grandmother lived at, you always ran into like Redman, Queen Latifah. Matter of fact, who video. It's a video out there. You gonna see a younger part of me. I made it like in the background of the video. I can't remember which video it is. I think it was either a Redman video or Leaders of the New School video. One of them. They did the video right in front of my uncle's apartment, the McAvoys, and I made it somewhere in the background of the video. Like all of them lived in that same neighborhood. You always could walk around and you would run into somebody. Like when I went to college in New Jersey, before Joe Button was Joe Button, you would see him cracked out in front of the chicken spot.
cracked out.
But Joe Button before the Joe Button that we know now.
I didn't know he was
Yeah,
living that life.
man, please, the things that you see in New Jersey. But yeah, I mean, you can see a little bit of everything. I be trying to tell everybody like it's not really hard. You see a lot of celebrities. Like before I moved here, I used to work at MetLife Stadium. I was assistant manager. Bruno Mars. I ran into Bruno Mars when we did Super Bowl.
Okay.
Bruno was doing a rehearsal. Walked right smack into it. He sang to me.
Wow. Actually, I met him at Tower City.
He little as I keep trying to tell everybody. I'm short,
yeah.
but
he was looking up to me.
I'm tall.
Yeah, he was looking up to me. He was tiny.
He's tiny, like little type, but he cool as hell.
Yeah, he was cool. His bodyguards were some bitches, but he was cool though.
Yeah,
because it was it's Tower City, little white girls, and oh my god, that's Bruno Mars, and they weren't even trying to talk to him. They was just trying to take pictures of him. Yeah, and the bodyguards was like, don't take pictures of him, and this and that. I'm like, man. I was like, man, what's wrong with you, man?
He didn't run up, just trying to take a picture with him. That's it.
I said to Bruno, I'm like, man, what's wrong with your mans, man? Yeah, I met him in 2014.
Yeah,
that was one of the best things about working at Tower City was, all them celebrities would stay upstairs in the Ritz.
You up at the Ritz-Carlton. You had probably ran into a lot of celebrities over there.
Yeah, ball players, and then with Next running their business like they used to, I would have dealings with certain NBA and NFL players that were presented to me. I'm like, oh, okay, that's how we doing it.
Okay.
I don't care who needs the shoe. If he gets it, he needs it first.
For
Even
real.
you. I'm like, damn.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I used to be. It's plenty. It's plenty of Browns and Cavs players that kept me from getting shoes.
I can believe it.
Telling you, like,
I can believe it.
Yeah. Working at these stores. I mean, I got stories for days, but we kind of reached the halfway point of the show. So at this point, this is when I usually do either or questions. So
throw them at me.
I got you. So first, you and I both love sneakers.
Yes.
Both love Jordans.
Love them.
So are you going the black and red colorway, or are you going UNC if you had to only pick one? I think I know.
I gotta do UNC. It's my favorite color.
I figured you would say that.
My favorite color. I love blue, but that UNC blue is something special. It's always, to be honest, I wanted to go to UNC, wasn't smart enough to go, but that colorway is crazy. Probably by far the best colorway to me.
Yeah.
traditional with the red with the breads, but I think the UNC colorway wins with me every time.
Got you.
Every time.
Okay. We got Jay Van in here. Who's the rudest celebrity y'all came across?
The rudest? Oh, who was the rudest?
Cat Williams.
I don't think I really have. I came across any rude celebrities, and I've met a few.
Cat Williams and
you met Cat Williams?
Yeah, this is when I was at Champs in Tower City. He came in there one time, and he didn't want nobody to look at him or speak to him or
you a tiny thing in the store. How nobody gonna look at you and not speak to you, sir?
Nigga had on all black, so he stood out like he was completely all black. He had on sunglasses, and this was like February. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. It wasn't even sunny outside.
I know who the rudest celebrity I've ever met. 12 years old. I got a cousin who used to play in the NBA. Ed Lover.
Really?
Yes.
Ed Lover?
He was rude as hell when I met him. He was acting funny that day. But yeah, he was the rudest one. That's probably the rudest one I've ever met.
Wale was pretty bad too when I met him.
Everybody, you're not the second. You're like the third person I've ever heard say that though.
Yeah, he was pretty bad. I mean, you were in Cleveland when it was still Villa. You know what I mean? So he did an in-store. But I came across him another time, and I was in DC. He was still rude. Like, it's like, nigga, fuck you. I probably got more sneakers than you, and I'm not even famous. I'm just a regular nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't like. I've heard somebody say that. I'm like, he didn't. Like, if you see him, you wouldn't think so. But a lot of people's like, yeah, he's pretty rude. He looks like he got a chip on his shoulder for no reason.
I'm trying to think. The only other.
I only got like that's the only rude celebrity I've ever came across, and I've met a few. And he's by far he had me traumatized as a kid for a little while. I was like, this dude right here.
Yeah, it's like,
but yeah,
you still ain't no rapper, nigga. Fuck you.
Yeah. But
Usher for me and Mary J.
Mary J. I've heard about Mary J. But that probably was that drugged out Mary J. or the new Mary J. Drugged out Mary J. was rude as hell.
Yeah. The only other person I could say he wasn't rude, but he wasn't necessarily nice is Rudy Gay.
He was rude?
He wasn't rude, but he wasn't nice. I sold him a couple of remember the Don C hats? With the python on the brim. You know, we used to sell them at Next, and him and this other bench warming ass nigga, his name was Marcus Thornton. They came into the store and they bought a bunch of Stan socks from me, and he took a picture with us, but it's weird. He wasn't mean, but he wasn't really nice either.
He probably didn't want to be bothered one of them days. He didn't want to be bothered. The thing about celebrities is you're gonna go out in public, somebody's gonna recognize you. You're gonna run across it's guaranteed you're gonna run across some fans. And you already know it's like a once in a lifetime thing to just like suck it up and just take the picture and just be cool, because that's a lasting memory for a lot of people. She was he said it was drugged out Mary when she was a kid. And he just wanted a picture. Yeah. Drugged out Mary didn't like taking pictures. She didn't even like being bothered with her fans at that point. But yeah. But that's really the only rude one. But I've met a lot of celebrities just on some old regular stuff. But,
yeah. The best. I mean, this was probably the best celebrity interaction I had was when I met him.
You got to meet Magic?
Yeah, I got to meet Magic twice actually, but the first time it was both in 1999. He was at Randall, Randall Mall. He had opened his theater.
The movie theater. I figured
because. Let's see, Cecily Tyson told me she wasn't her, but it was her. R.I.P. to her now. That's wild.
That is wild. She was like, nah, it ain't me. I ain't Cecily. Cecily is you. It's you, man. It's you.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I'm obviously not famous like that, but I've actually done that before. Because it's like, hey, yeah, nigga, you Shorty see with all the shoes and shit. Like, I don't know what that could be. You know what I'm saying? The nigga might be
Nah,
trying to
that ain't
rob
me.
me. Nah,
No,
man, that's
that's not
not me.
me.
That's
Not
not
me.
that's not me. My name is Clarence. You know what I'm saying?
That's not me.
That's
I
not me.
look like him, but that's not me.
You know.
That is
I,
hilarious with all the shit.
I've actually
You
done
are
that a few
funny.
times. Cause those niggas knew who I was. I didn't know who they was. They wasn't looking right. I'm like,
Nah,
nah, man.
I understand it. You're like, you want the shoes? No,
Nah,
these
man, I'm
ain't real.
cool.
These reps right here. It's not even real ones right here right now. It's my feet. No.
Yeah. All right.
That's
So my next Jersey type question
okay.
is naughty by nature or leaders of the new school?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Is it?
To me, it is. Cause
Naughty,
I like both.
naughty is crushing. I mean, I love Busta Rhymes, but naughty is crushing leaders of the new school.
I like them both. I got a
Got to
funny
pick
story
one.
about Tretch. I almost hit Tretch on Central Avenue and he was about to beat me up. I'm like, sorry, sir. I didn't see you crossing the street. I apologize.
Listen, I've seen even
Okay.
recent interviews with that dude.
No.
I never would want to be in a tiff with him. Like even now, like he's old. I still wouldn't fuck with that dude.
Nah, his whole demeanor is it's just like, ooh, but if you get him a crack a smile, you might be able to get away with it. And that's how I got away. Like, I'm sorry, I apologize, I didn't see you. And then I really didn't see him. He was like, all right, cool, because I almost hit him coming around the corner, and I ain't see him crossing the street. But
Nigga, why are you walking anyway? That's what I would say.
he was coming out of he was coming out like we have in New Jersey. We have like incense stores where you can buy like oils and stuff. He was coming out of one of those stores.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
This young lady that I'm talking to, she said that when she had a rude encounter with Tupac. So,
Sheesh. Tupac?
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see that.
But there's certain people I feel like I'm never supposed to meet because, like, if I met Michael Jordan and he was rude, that would ruin so many parts of my. That'd be like a 4-alarm fire, an explosion, the dam bursting. It would be. I would be crushed if he was rude to me. So that's probably why I've never met him.
Yeah. I
Same
think
thing
that
with
would crush
Jay-Z.
a lot of dreams. But I've heard he been rude to. I think he mostly rude to dudes. I don't think he's rude to females. But I heard a lot of guys who met Michael Jordan. It was like he was an asshole.
Like, yeah, nigga, you see, you got my sixes on, nigga. Little nigga.
You probably got a bunch of my shoes. So what you gonna do? But yeah.
What, you gonna get rid of the jump man in your house?
No,
I dare.
no, I'm not getting rid of nothing. Nothing at all, sir. You caught that.
Yeah. Okay. So who you going with?
I'll take Naughty by Nature. Even though like Leader, they're both on my playlist. I know that for a fact. They all over any of my playlists.
Like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm only hip to leaders of the new school because of Rap City. That's
Rap City, everybody remember rap. We need like the old school shows to come back because I miss like the old. Remember back in the day when a song would drop, but we would also look for the video to drop too.
Mm-hmm.
The video just made the whole song.
Yeah.
I miss that.
What's up to everybody in the chat, by the way? Welcome.
So,
I ain't gonna lie, man. What I used to back as a young lad from Shaker Heights, Ohio. I used to videotape the music videos. So it used to fuck me up when fucking St. Ives would come with them commercials that was made like rap videos. I'm like, oh, this is a new one. I ain't never heard this. It'd be St. Ives after I'm like, man.
That's old school. I forgot about those commercials.
Yeah, man. Like, all right. Shit Tupac had with Nate Dogg is like walking to the corner store. I'm like, oh, what is this? I ain't never heard this.
Man, now the videos, the commercials. I just think we had a better era than what they got right now. I think we had more fun. We had more stuff to keep us entertained. I think the music was way better.
See, for me, I wish I could have today's technology with the times we had. I know you can't have it both, but I always tell my son, I'm like, man, you wouldn't know what to do without your phone and the internet. You
Hey,
know,
what?
will you use it? I'm like, yeah, but I lived for like 20 years without that shit. You know, I had a pager from about 95 to 98 when I got my first cell phone. It was $50 for 50
See,
minutes. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't have
Free
my first
thing.
cell phone until I got to college, but I did have a pager. I had a pager. Uh, Yep, I had a pager. I remember talking to my mother to let me get a pager. She was like, I'm gonna get you the pager, but when I page you, you better answer that thing quick, fast, and hurry. I'm like, all right, cool. You couldn't tell me about my little pager. Pages was fun, but we literally lived our whole life without just being outside.
Mm-hmm.
Just being outside all together. I said if we couldn't go outside, we would lose our minds.
Yeah. Now, I know you'd have heard this. All right, you either in or out. What's it gonna be? You can't keep coming in the house. You either in or out. I'm like,
You
what
letting
I
out
do?
all my good air. No,
Yeah.
I'm outside. I just stay outside all day, man.
And what let me know that I was old was when I said it to my son. I'm like, look, you can't keep coming in and out. You either in or out. I'm like, oh, shit.
You like got to think about it. Like, damn, I done reverted to the in and out.
Damn. I
But
really am
nowadays,
old.
kids don't even like going outside though.
What's that? What?
I said nowadays, kids don't like going outside. You tell them to go outside, it's like you telling them to go stand in front of a car.
Nigga, what? Outside?
What's that? What's
Yeah.
to do outside? There's a lot of stuff to do outside.
Like, man, there's a hoop out there. You can, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, niggas. All right, so I'm gonna hit you with because we I know I'm not supposed to ask a lady how old she is, but
Ask me, go
how old are you?
ahead.
How old are you, Melissa?
I turned 44 on Monday.
Okay, we was both born in 1980. Okay, so you came out 98 or 99?
98.
Okay, I am 99 because you know
98.
I'm all the way in December. You got me by a couple of months.
Yep.
All right, Married with Children or Roseanne?
Ooh, married with children.
Okay, I was about to not for real, but I was about to judge you if you just said
Nah,
Roseanne.
Al Bundy in the hand of his pants, classic. It's a
All right,
classic.
all right. Line up or raffle?
I'll take a line.
You're like, man, I really don't want to do either.
The line, but I back in the line, I was always able to finagle the lines all the time. Every line I was always able to finagle it. Usually, I always catch the one person who been out there for 3 days, and I would just hit them up with either, if you let me get in front of you, I either pay for your shoes or I give you some on your shoes to get in front of you. It worked every time. Every time. Because I ain't staying outside camping. I refuse. I'm not. I'll find a way to get them, but.
Now, this is a current day question.
Okay.
Hibbit or DTLR?
Both of the bane of my existence. That's a hard one because I don't like neither one that much. But to be honest, your Hibbit was the only one I used to go to.
Appreciate that.
And for real, the only one I go to now is going by my house because I'm cool with the people in there. But I take Hibbit. DTLR, I only go in there because they clearance rack. You could always go in there and find something they clearance rack all the time. I don't think I've ever bought a Nike Tech for regular price at all because I'm always finding them at DTLR for like $30-$40 every time.
People always look at me like I'm a weirdo when I say this, but I ain't never really fucked with the Tech Fleece.
I only got them because they had the first one I bought. I found the color that I never saw anybody with, and the price was $30, and I'm looking at it like I got to do it.
Yeah, like when I left Cleveland, I gave away a lot of clothes, a lot of polo, and pretty much all of the Nike shit I gave away was Tech Fleece. That either I didn't like how it fit, I didn't like the color. I had a decent amount of it because Next used to kind of force that shit on us, but. And at Hibbit, they wouldn't let us wear sweatpants at the time. They could dress however they want now. But when I was there, but yeah, I'd rather have the regular AW77 regular Nike sweats over the tech fleece. I can't
I
do the
feel it
tech fleece.
though.
I'm just not there with it.
I just got into the tech anyway. My godson, he's so big on it. So when I seen it, I saw it a few times. Clearance, like, let me get some. It's kind of comfortable a little bit, but it's still not my go-to at all. It's not really my favorite, my favorite pair of sweats, but I wear it here and
Yeah. Now I will say, having been a manager for both,
mm-hmm.
and it's kind of an asterisk because when I worked for Villa, DTLR hadn't bought it yet, but DTLR is like current day Villa, so it's still kind of the same.
Yep.
Hibbett was much better to work for, but I had already had so much more experience. Like I worked at Villa 2010 and 11. I worked there, and I was a manager at GameStop at the same time. So I was trying to have everything on lock. You know what I'm saying? I was still at the GameStop at Shakertown Center. Oh man. In fact, I wore one of my old GameStop. It's like a throwback jersey. Chris Weathers 2008 to 2011 at the bottom.
Look at you.
Yeah. Well, but yeah, Hibbett was much better to work for. But when I worked for them, they were kind of transitioning over to trying to get black people's money. Because when I first got there, they still had baseball helmets and bats and all kinds of hockey pucks. They were just starting to kind of usher in the urban shit. And Euclid was one of the first stores they did it with, because when I first went in there, when I was still working for Next, they had like Curry's and all this Golden State shit, and I'm like, because they opened a few days after the Cavs won the championship, and I'm like, they don't know that this is Cleveland. Like, why the fuck would they have
nobody go buy this?
So yeah, I actually got several Under Armour Currys myself, though, because
I always said I wanted to get a pair, and I've never gone through with it.
I ain't gonna lie though, the majority, all of them have been, they've all been thrifted,
Okay.
Either fancy thrifting at a place like Plato's Closet or Avalon Exchange or Uptown Cheapskate. I've never paid full price, but I've got like 6-7 pair. In fact, I found these at a Goodwill for like $6.
Oh, okay.
Little Curry 6 action, one of the team based ones.
Okay.
Most of my other ones though are Golden State colored. So, because I have to be different. Like, I still want the Sour Patch joints. I got the OGs of those in the other room, J Van. I know they retroed him, but yeah, I love him. I know I shouldn't love Steph Curry since he beat the Cavs 3 times in the finals.
He's a good dude. You can't really. Only thing that I have, Steph Curry, I bought a lot of his stuff from his actual like clothing line, his religious clothing line. I got a lot of his stuff there.
I'm not even him.
Yeah, it's what is it called? Got the name of it. But I got a lot of his t-shirts and his hoodies, and they real comfortable though. Okay. They like real inspirational. I like them. I got a few of those. I never bought a pair of his kicks though.
Yeah, I guess one of my favorite things about him, it's gonna sound silly, but it's just the truth. I love him because he's not a fuck nigga.
He's not.
So
you can't really hate on him though. You can try, but it just don't feel right for me to hate on him. Like,
yeah, he's good, and he's changed the game in a fundamental way. He's not jumping or dunking over everybody. He's got everybody shooting threes.
Everybody shooting threes.
So, yeah. But all right. Kobe or LeBron? Yeah, you got to do that.
I'll take Kobe. Got to take Kobe.
I also would take.
The reason why I take Kobe, I see my thing is I love the LeBron Jordan argument, and I'll Kobe all day. But Kobe and Jordan just had to have a different mentality than LeBron. But LeBron excels in such a different way where you can't hate on him either. But Kobe all day. Kobe got that man, had that mentality like it was aggressive, and I miss that part of basketball. Like was nothing that you can literally stop. You could, if he didn't, you only could stop him unless you wanted, and let he like you can't stop him. He put in his mind that you wasn't gonna stop him, and it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah, nah,
I think if LeBron had that mentality, oh,
hmm.
crazy.
My boy Shano said Brian Skills, Kobe, and MJ Hart.
Facts. I agree with that. Very
Shout
much.
out to Shano.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
But you gotta take Kobe. Kobe on that one all day.
All right. So we'll jump into current day kicks.
Okay.
Now, the much maligned shoe game, I don't call it a game, I call it a hobby.
Okay.
And people always kind of be like, I never thought about it like that. I'm like, so how long have you been in the hobby? You know what I'm saying? I like to call it that because that's what it is, you know. But I'll just say I feel like around the time we were together last, 2018 or 19,
Okay.
when I was running that Hibbett in Euclid,
Uh-huh.
the shoe game was in an okay place. There was still hype because, you know, Yeezy was still going on with Adidas, and
Yeah.
Nike had got Fear God with Jerry Lorenzo, and they had the Off-White stuff going on and other collabs. And then 2020 came and everything changed. You know, the first few releases in the pandemic you could get the purple Chicago's, as I call them. You could get the DMP6.
Yep.
You could get the white, black, and red 5, the silver tongue, fire red.
Yeah.
Once that Flint 13 came out, everything was different.
Facts.
That shoe changed everything. And because, again, being from the era we're from, like that senior year for you, junior year for me, Flint 13, it's a legendary sneaker. But
Very
it's
much so.
still a regular ass shoe at the same time.
It is.
It's a regular ass shoe.
That's weird.
It's
I had
$150.
this conversation with one of my friends recently, and they was like, "Why you say that?" It is.
It's a regular ass shoe. Like,
Sure.
it sold out in 98. It took a few days for it to sell out in 05, but, you know, they made the gray way too dark. Then in 2010, Black Friday, they made the blue too bright, and they took the 3M away. So this retro was the most accurate of the 4 they've done, or the 3, I should say, they've done. But the fact that I couldn't get it, and it's like, our era is like, oh, full family, it's a million of them bitches. You know, I'll be able to get it. I couldn't get it. I still don't have it. I have every other one except the new.
Really? You couldn't get it for real,
I couldn't get it. I took an L. Now, I was working for Foot Locker still, but we were still, because, you know, I was in Richmond, you know, Richmond Mall, it was falling apart.
Yeah.
So we didn't open back up until like after 4th of July. So we were shut down even after everything opened back up. So I just assumed that we were going to be open by then and we were going to have them. So I didn't really put any leg work in, but I didn't think I had to. This is a regular ass shoe.
It's regular, and you couldn't get it.
I couldn't get it. I still don't have it. But I'm not going to pay resale for it. I just can't bring myself to pay resale for it.
I feel you. It's a lot of shoes I'm not paying resale for. I try my best not to pay resale at all.
Like there's no Jordan I can think of. There's no Jordan I can think of that I would pay resale for at this point. It's some hype shit that I would like to have. Like I'd love to have an Off-White Chicago 1 or one of those college PE Jordan 4s or you know, but I just can't see paying more than.
Make sense?
Nah, because I mean I'm only gonna wear it once or twice a year anyway.
Facts.
Flint 13 started it off for me.
I'm trying to think, is there a Jordan that I would actually pay resale for or ever pay? To be honest, I've never paid resale.
I only have.
Can't do it.
Yeah, I did it a few times because I wanted my ex-wife to have certain things. Like I got her the Grinches for one of our wedding anniversaries. And it was the most I ever paid for any shoe, and it wasn't even for me. You know what I'm saying? So
that was the love.
It was petty too because we filmed it. It's still even on my YouTube channel. It's like I just had her right here in my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you can't say nothing.
That was my
That's your grill.
I think I've had Kobe's before, but I actually was able to get the Grinches.
Yeah, I have the old pair. I wanted a new pair, but I wasn't able to.
I was able to get them for retail.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was gonna pull it off. But I did. I like. There's a lot of stuff. A few things I got. Like, I'm not paying retail though. I just feel like I think the resale market has kind of killed kicks a little bit because some of the stuff is just it's astronomical for no reason. It's just like more hype than anything.
But I will say, I feel like there are more and more. I feel like there are more used sneakers, even hype ones, around than there ever have been. So, like, one sneaker I always wanted, and this was a pre-pandemic sneaker, but I never was able to get it. I always wanted one of them Fear of God ones. But they came out a little bit after I stopped working at Next, and I wasn't fucking with them. So that was the only place in Cleveland. You know, it's kind of fucked up. Being in Cleveland, you have to deal with the monopolies. It's like if you want an SB sneaker, you got to go to West Side Skate. They're the only place that sells them. They're the only SB account in Cleveland. If you want anything tier 0, you got to fuck with Next. Whether it's through regular Next or exhibition, that's all you got. We ain't really got no other options. Nah. So it's one of the things that sucks. But down here, it's really not that different.
It's not?
Nah. The only thing that's better down here as opposed to Cleveland is it's more Nike outlets. You know, okay. I mean, all we got is Aurora Farms and Aurora
that
Premium Outlet.
That other outlet that's like 3 hours away.
What, Columbus? Yeah. By Columbus?
I think that's where it's at. I can't think.
It's a Tanger in Columbus.
Yeah.
AJ Van, what's it called? What area is it? She stayed down there.
I can't remember what area it is, but I know it's far away. It's the one that got it's the one that has like all the premium stores like Coach, Gucci.
Yeah. It's a Converse store there. It's a Nike store there.
Yeah.
Because I wish it was a Converse in Cleveland, Jeffersonville.
Yep.
Because there's a Converse in Cincinnati and there's a Converse in Columbus. There just isn't one in Cleveland. But yeah, the outlets and the amount of middle of the road malls that are still open down here make it different than Cleveland. That Jeffersonville is trash now. Because if you look at our east side, Richmond is gone, Randall is gone, Euclid Square Mall is gone. Severance is a shell of what it was.
Yeah.
Southgate is a shell of what it was. Solon Commons isn't what it was.
Mm-mm.
So all the good malls are on the west side. You got Great Northern and you've got Strongsville.
And even those are not even that great. Because when my godsons came for summer, that mall was still lacking a lot.
Yeah, so all you got on the east side is Beechwood.
Boo.
And Minster.
I haven't been there in a while either.
You know, so they converted their Finish Line over to a JD Sports, and there's a Hibbett there.
And that have been every time I go in there, I never have nothing in there.
Yeah. So, and then I mean, you got the Steel Yard, which is technically in the middle, but you know, you got to be strapped to go down there. So, you know, it's some shit down there, but you got to be
at all times.
Yeah, that Walmart is one of the worst Walmarts in the United States. It's a real thing.
It is.
But
I go there only when I have to.
The new Tanger is in the suburb of Columbus now. Yeah, Lodi ain't shit no more. They ain't even got a Nike at Lodi no more, and that's one of them sundown areas. You don't want to be there after dark. So, shout out to all y'all in the chat, though. I love y'all. So where in Cleveland do you get sneakers now?
I'm mostly online, and I have a few friends that work at like Foot Locker or Hibbett, but mostly online. Or I still got a few sneaker connects in Jersey that I can hit up when I know something about the drop. But
Who do you know
Most
who
of
works at Hibbett?
my, uh,
You don't
I
want
made friends. I made a lot of friends. They see me and they're buying stuff.
you don't want to blow up their spot, huh?
Nah.
I,
Uh,
I was making sure it might be
I mean,
somebody I know.
I
You
can.
know.
What's dude's name? I can't think of his name. He's in. It's the him is right by my house, literally off Northfield. I can go in there. I can get some stuff here and there.
Hey,
I got a good friend who work at Foot Locker. He be knowing all the drops and stuff. He hooked me up. But mostly my stuff is online.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised that they converted that old ass Ponderosa into a Hibbett.
At first, I couldn't find it, to be honest. I
Like I,
drove past it a while. I was like, it's saying I'm near it. I don't see it. It doesn't even have a sign in front of
yeah,
it.
yeah, I haven't been in there since they converted it over. That'll always be Ponderosa to me. But I thought that since City Blue was behind it, and they're pretty much out of business since they don't have their Nike contract anymore, I figured Hibbett would just move in there. But
No, they right in that little what I call a hut
yeah, the
with
Ponderosa.
no sign. But they have some stuff in there. I go in there sometimes just to see what they have, and then sometimes I'm super surprised. What they have most of the time, and if I could find a good sale, that makes me even happier. So
Now I ain't gonna lie. Since I work for Converse and I'm in Chuck's a lot. Um, Hibbett be selling these. They call them smoke rise jeans. It's a little urban brand or whatever. Cause we used to sell them when I worked for Hibbett, but they make jeans that go really well with Chucks. Cause
with Chucks,
if I'm wearing a high top Chuck, if I can't see the star, then my jeans is too baggy.
you are funny.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's just how I do it. It's just like I'll give you one more. Like we was talking about tech fleece earlier. One of the reasons why I don't fuck with tech fleece is because all short, fat, bald niggas with beards dress the same. We all dress the same. We wear the same sweatsuits, the same Jordans,
Really?
the same hats.
Really?
You know what I mean? We all dress the same. So
really,
even if I would have never worked for Converse, I would have been fucking with my Vans and Chucks as much as I fuck with basketball sneakers, trying to mix it in there. You know it's true. That's why you laughing. All short, fat, bald niggas, all niggas that look like me dress the same.
I can't.
Come on, man. You see a nigga out with his family, he had a sweatsuit, he have on the J's, he have on a little Nike dad hat.
You got to throw the dad hat in there too.
You got to. It used to be a Tacma hat. Now it's just a Nike dad hat.
It's a Nike dad hat. You right.
It was.
That's hilarious.
It was a Tacma hat from 2014 to maybe 18 when LeBron was wearing the Tacma and shit. We were selling that shit at Next.
I got a Tacma hat somewhere around here. I bought a few of them.
That shit. Hey,
You are funny. So y'all all dress the same.
We all short, fat, bald niggas with beards dressed the same.
Look,
that's why a lot of times I'll keep saying them. I cut my beard off and just had this.
Don't cut the beard off. I'm beard gang. Don't cut the beard off. I'll be upset.
Well, I mean, for me, this shit grows back in 2 to 3 weeks anyway. It just gets great.
I am most definitely beard gang. I'm for all the beards.
Nah, man, I can't. I don't know. I don't even enjoy my beard anymore since it's gray and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you tripping for real?
I really don't like it.
Chris, you tripping? You better keep the gray. The females love the gray.
I'm not gonna dye it. I'll just cut it off before I dye it.
Don't cut it off. Why you gonna cut it off?
Sometimes I just need it. Sometimes I want to start a new beard.
Y'all been in y'all restarting the beards. Y'all tripping on that.
Ah, man, it's like a white woman when she get a divorce, she cut her hair off. It's
no,
the same thing.
No. You gotta give us a warning if you're gonna do it. Like, I'm about to cut my beard off. Have an attitude. At least I know what's gonna happen. Don't cut it off and they're like, where your beard go? And I'm having an attitude with you for a couple of days. Like, cut the beard off.
For real, Melissa? You on that shit too?
Yo, I love beards. The beards, gray beards. That's my thing. I love beards. Beards are the bomb. I'm team beard all day. Long as you keep it clean and keep it trimmed up, I'm team beard all day. All day. I love the beards. And we don't got no problem with the gray. The gray makes it even much better.
Interesting.
See? So thank you. Kicks game beards are amazing. They are amazing.
Yeah, I don't enjoy it as much as when it was all black.
You tripping?
The marriage
Y'all
and the climate change ruined it for me.
You said the marriage and the climate change. You better keep that
Telling
beard, man. A beard
you,
nowadays. I'm
this shit
telling you.
wasn't great like this when I was in Ohio. I mean, shit, you was there. You used to see me. My shit used to be black. I might have had one or
I
two
don't have
little.
a problem with the gray beards though. The gray beards, I think the more gray, the better.
All right.
If the gray is, see, gray is nice, like a seasoned man. Steve, thank you,
All right,
thank you,
J Van, I got you.
thank you.
All right. So, what's been the toughest L you've taken since the pandemic has started on the sneaker?
Ooh,
And then
I took a
we'll
lot of.
we'll follow that up with the biggest win you've had since the pandemic.
Ooh, I had a lot of L's. I won them UNC threes, couldn't get them.
Mm.
What was the other ones I caught an L on? I wanted my most recent L was those trophy rooms.
What, the ones?
I wanted them bad.
I can't really get with one of those, man. I have a few, but I just
Okay, so my favorite Jordan by far is the 11s.
okay.
But I think I have a secret love affair now with the Jordan one. It's between the Jordan ones and the 14s. I think I have a new love affair with those. And I prefer really the Jordan 1 lows, but I do like I just got the let me see. I just got the, and you know I'm not a Browns fan. I'm from New Jersey. Giants all day. I don't give a damn how bad we play. Still love Giants, and I don't care how long I've been living here. I'm never gonna rock for the Browns. But
And
I had to get these.
yeah, actually, I didn't know if they made them big enough for me, but I'd have fucked with them if they had been around in the women's 13.
And I only got it because I wanted that. I wanted the dust bag did it for me. That dust bag feels beautiful as hell. But yeah, I had to get these. And my friends is like, ew, I thought you don't like the Browns. I don't like the Browns. But those were I just had to do it. Like it's a dope shoe.
I know I'm gonna sound like a hater.
Uh-huh. Go ahead, hate.
Like I can't wear a Jordan with like some NFL shit. Like I just can't do it. It's got to be basketball, and it has to be a team he played for. No disrespect to anybody who does it. Like niggas was buying them Starfish ones and wearing them with Browns jerseys. I'm like, nah, man. I could do some dunks, like a shoe that ain't nobody's shoe, but
Max.
I can't really. I can't do it.
The only Jordan that I do wear with my Giants jerseys, I ain't gonna lie, are those my threes.
But the True Blue threes?
My True Blue threes, and what's my other ones? I'm trying to find them. I'm looking at them right now. Where they at? Got so many damn sneakers on this damn wall.
Yeah.
Most definitely my True Blue threes, and it's another pair. I can't think of right now what it is, what the other ones are. But yeah, that's the only ones that I wear with my Giants jersey.
Yeah, it's like I
Oh, and my 13s. That's
I'm gonna
it.
just say this about the 13.
Those are the only two pair that I wear with my jerseys. That's the only one.
With that being the start of Jordan Brand, I look at the 12 and the 13 and the 14 a little differently because I feel like there were so many samples, especially of the 12 and the 13 and PEs, that when they come out with like OG color blocking, but it's like a different color.
Yeah.
I just think it's a sample from 1997 or 8, or maybe 2004, the first retro of the 13. Like,
okay.
I'm like, man, these bitches might have just, because I'm gonna say this. I feel like, especially Nike and Adidas, but I'll even say especially Nike. I feel like they have like an Area 51 kind of place where they have all this raw shit, and they're like, yeah, these is raw. We can't come out with these yet. They too good. We can't come out with them yet. We might need to say this for when we need it. Like I feel like Virgil and them been fucking with Nike, but they was like, all right, 2015 and 16, we lost. Niggas, we got Jordan 1s in the marketplace. Niggas is still buying Yeezys. We need to come out with this 10 collection. Fourth quarter, 2017. And Nike has been on top back ever. Well, niggas talk about New Balance, but New Balance ain't they're sort of like the new Adidas, but not for real.
Okay, so I ain't gonna lie. I was rocking with New Balance for a little while, but I will admit those the 9060s got me in a chokehold.
Man, you too. They got you too, Melissa.
Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. I got
they made a real New Balance for the hood. That's not a 574. I didn't think that was possible.
I still got those though. I still got my 574s, but
I know you do.
Somebody got me the 9060s, and I was like, I like the way they look, but when I put them on my feet,
who is this? Somebody? Is this somebody special?
Nah, just one of my friends. One of my friends, got the 9060s, and I got a green pair coming too. So, but they comfortable as hell. Yeah. Like
Jay Van just said that they're mad comfy.
Comfortable, like they comfy. They so comfy, and it's like when you just want a lazy day, just throw in a nice little gray sweatsuit, just be lazy with a white t-shirt, and just be lazy and comfy. 960s all day.
Again, you can do that because you're not a short, fat, bald nigga with a beard. You can wear the sweatsuit.
You tripping? you can rock. You can rock them. You can rock.
Nah, I've seen some colorways that I would.
And they got
I need them to be a little less popular for me to fuck with them.
Yeah, I really want them sky blue ones. I think they're like the sky blue ones. I saw them and I was like, I think I want those. But yeah, the 9060s, they got me in a chokehold, hands down. Every time I see a pair, it just makes me warm and fuzzy inside.
Nah, I'm just not there.
You're not there? You're not there yet?
I don't think. I mean, there have been a lot of waves that came and went since the pandemic. I mean, niggas was buying the LaMelo Ball shoes. Now they just a regular shoe.
Okay, there will not be any LaMelo Ball slander while I'm here.
I don't have nothing against him as a player. It sucks that he was hurt. I just was at the stadium. I was like, damn, man. Donovan was out and he was out. That would have been a way better game if both of them was playing. But that shoe had all of y'all. My ex, I just say about my wife. She was on that shit. She bought all the colorways.
I got the Dexter Laboratories. I got the Rick and Morty's. I got the Rick and Morty's, the Dexter Laboratories, and I got another pair. I like them.
I'm not slandering it. I never jumped on that boat. They were never for me. But they're nice shoes. But you and I both know if them bitches would have came out when we took that picture that I used for this flyer, them bitches would have been regular ass shoes. And they'd have been on sale for $69.97 at Hibbett. You know it.
And I probably would have bought them anyway.
Like, I would have fucked with them then. But I had a chance to get some Rick and Morty's. I had a chance to get the Rick and Morty's a few months after they came out used. There's like 150. And I'm just like, I'm still not there for one. And I know I sound like an old head. It's cool though. I'm not gonna fuck with something if I don't fuck with it. Like I don't watch Rick and Morty. I know that it's a cartoon.
I do.
You know what I'm saying? But the only one
like those
I really liked was the red one.
Oh, those were hard.
The first one.
Matter of fact, I bought those for my godson. That was the first pair I bought him. He asked for them, and because he lived in Florida. Okay. He was like, "You have to store, Lissy. Can you get them now?" He FaceTime and everything. I was like, "All right, I get them for you." At first, when I got them for him, I was like, ugh. But then after a while, I was like, I think I like these. Those, the other Pumas that I'm mad that I caught a huge L on. I'm a big One Piece fan. I couldn't get the Luffy ones. I wanted those. Couldn't get those. Like, I like different stuff, but you
fuck with the School Hendersons?
I kind of like them, but I don't want them.
I would fuck with them on sale.
I like them, but I don't want them.
$59.97. Holla at your boy.
I like
a lot of people,
but I went.
A lot of people don't know this about me. Like when me and my wife used to do purchase or pass, I'm cheap as fuck. Okay, especially with sneakers. That's why I have so many. I am cheap. it's got to be something special for me to get up, get in my car, drive to the
And
mall,
pay
walk in the mall,
full
and buy it.
and buy full price.
Yeah, yeah, that should never. I can't even remember the last time that happened. I
Wow.
ain't nah. I'll go to the mall and see what's going on, but nah, I'm not
You
there.
know,
Nah, nah. It's hard for me to pay over $100 for one thing.
I'll do it for stuff that I really, really
Like,
want. Like I really, really want it, I'm gonna get it. It's not a question to it. If it's a gray area, I'm just not gonna get it. But if it's something I really, really, really want, I'll pull the trigger on it. Uh, I'm a
like,
responsible wire. Once everything's taken care of properly, then I'll go in. But
like,
if I want it, I'm gonna get it.
like I would pay full price for these if I didn't work for Converse, just because they were so hard to
Dope.
find prior
And they
to.
classics, they still dope.
Now I am hurt that they aren't bringing out.
Call from Aunt Dottie.
Hold on for a second.
No,
It's Aunt Dottie.
can't even take my shoe off, man.
Ugh. Hey.
J Van, you buying the scoops? Ugh. But yeah, it's a crime that Converse isn't bringing back the magic. How you bring back the bird and not the magic?
Hey, how you do that?
Yeah, they came out with it as a friends and family. Now
Why
I
did
feel
you
like
do
this.
that
As much as I put on for yeah, I work for them in a store. But as much as I put on for Converse online, I should be one of those friends. They got this boy with this wig and this high voice talking about, you know, he got all these weapons and stuff. I feel like they based that character slightly on me without giving me the money or the credit.
See?
I'm about to make a reel about it. But yeah, I would have paid full price for these. These were $120 just because of what they were. You know, they're heavy. They got good leather. I Ubered for 4 hours with these after working for 8 hours on the sales floor, and they didn't even crease.
What's up, Sarah?
How you doing? But yeah, like it's hard for me to pay. Oh, like with the J's, it's like all right. With the swoosh, you get the USC 9s. They were $126. Like I could live with that. That's the 1994 price. I could live with that. But paying $210 for a retro with no tech, I just can't do it. I'm only gonna wear them bitches once or twice.
Nah,
In the calendar
I do
year.
it once or twice. If I really want it, I'm just gonna get it. It's gonna cost what it's gonna cost.
Listen,
now them Fruity Pebbles, I wanted those, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing it.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. The wait out be real. Like it's been like that every place I've worked, but especially working for Converse / Nike, the wait out be real. Now, I waited out those Beast LeBron 2s. They was just on sneakers. They never put them on regular Nike. We don't get the love on sneakers app. So, but they're like 100. They're like cheap on GOAT. They aren't really that much. Them Fruity Pebbles is the same. Like they're retail on GOAT.
They even retail regular with New Jersey swag. Who was that? Oh, my friend Tara. Yeah, what's the name? I forgot the other. I just went on Kick's Crew. They still basically retail on there too, and they still got all the sizes.
Like I love LeBrons, but like I know that they're not going to. The value will be up on them someday, but it ain't today.
And I don't like all the LeBrons. My favorite ones are the 4s.
It's really surprising.
Which one was the 4s? It's a few of them that are my favorites, but I don't like all the LeBrons. I don't even like. I got LeBrons, but they all this stuff that I like. I don't like all of them. Like the new generation, the 20s, the 21s. I didn't like any of those. So I didn't buy any of those at all.
The 19 was the last LeBron I was excited about, but because
I kind of liked it, but I didn't.
It was super bulky, but he wore it in the movie. I had to get it because he wore it in the movie, and I'm one of the few people. This is gonna be sacrilege to some. I actually like that newer Space Jam with him over the old one with Michael Jordan.
You did?
Yes, I feel like LeBron did a better job playing himself than Michael Jordan played himself. And I also like the fact that Bugs Bunny kept referring to LeBron as Cleveland throughout the whole movie. That was a little added touch.
That was kind of dope. You might have a point on that.
What you gonna do now, Cleveland? Like I really,
yeah.
But
I most definitely hated that he redid House Party though.
Yeah,
that every time I
haven't even looked at no shit. See, I wouldn't even look at nothing like that. Like, I don't even like the other house parties after one with Kid and Play. It should just be one house party, one class act.
I agree.
That should be it. You know,
I agree.
The Pajama Jammy Jam and then House Party 3. And, you know, the only thing good about House Party 3 was TLC and Bernie Mac.
Facts.
The soundtrack sucked. And I love those dudes. There's no disrespect to Kid and Play, but some stuff you got to just let it go, man. You can't.
Facts. Because every house party after that, they could just throw it in the garbage.
Yeah, it should have just been one house party and class act. And then they should have just.
And class act is a classic all together within itself by itself.
Yeah. So, man, we done been all over the place. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah.
Now, as we wind down, well, you know what? Before we even get there, what is your holy grail sneaker? What's that sneaker you like? Oh my God, I haven't been able to get it. It slipped through my fingers. I need it. I'll pay whatever for it. I just need to have it.
Dornbecker 6s. The Dornbecker 6s. Always wanted it. Never got close to getting it. I think it's the Dornbecker 6s. Yeah. Dornbecker 6s, hands down.
Okay. I got lucky with those.
You did? See? I ain't something about that shoe. That shoe is so saucy.
It's like it was funny is,
and I'm not a big fan of the Dornbecker, the Dornbecker line, but those always, ever since I was a kid.
I'm actually about to go out of town for a little bit. I usually wear them with this shirt.
See, look at you.
This is super old too. It's an old Aeropostale shirt from I've had this price since 2007. Or 8. It's old, but it matches those shoes perfectly.
See,
but I couldn't get. I was kind of rushing. I couldn't really get to them because I got off of work at 6, and I didn't want to be late for the show, so I may have to go. But I only pull them out ever so often. I got lucky with them.
Suede though, it's the suede that make them look dope. Yeah. I don't know. It's just something about them.
Yeah, I mean the only other 6 that I own is 2 that are kind of close to it in the hierarchy. Nothing trumps the black infrared 6. That's number 1. But the only 6s I have that are close to the Dornbecker as far as lore is the green Gatorade and the cigar. Ooh. Those are the 2 6s I have that aren't original colors that have that they have that umph to them.
Those cigars by far.
Now newer, they aren't on the level of a DB or any of those other shoes. Newer 6s, that UNC 6, the second one, that one from 2022, the white, basically a UNC Carmine. I love those. Now I have the other UNC 6, the black one from 2017.
Yeah.
I don't really wear it because my wife was able to find me an icy pair. I couldn't believe it. And they're not really made well.
Okay.
So it makes me not want to wear them that much.
Okay.
But yeah, the cigar and the green Gatorade are up there. The green Gatorade doesn't really go with anything.
I didn't like the Gatorades when they first dropped, and then I later on was like, ooh.
Yeah. Like I got lucky. The orange Carmine Gatorade 6, I ended up finding probably 9 out of 10 condition with the box from Avalon Exchange for like $40.
Ooh.
Back when Avalon Exchange was Avalon Exchange.
You got lucky on those.
Yeah, because that to me, I mean they were easier to get than the green ones. And those ones, the Gatorade ones were like everywhere. But yeah, sixes are the one shoe like I want to have all of them. You know, like there are a few that have come out over the last couple of years I missed. I don't have that Georgetown 6. I don't have that white
Ooh,
and
my
red.
friend stole his Georgetown 6s. I don't know why, but he did.
I,
He
I
stole.
need those. I waited those out too long on Nike. I waited those white and red Oreo 6s out too long, and I don't have that Aqua 8 Jordan 6. I don't have that either. So those are like some recent ones that have come out. I'm like, you know, I need those. The last 6 I bought was probably, I think, that black and chrome 6. Nah. That all red 6 that should have came out in 2014 that came out last summer. I think that was the last 6 I bought. Those
Okay. I
should have
think
been came out.
the last 6 I got. Well, be honest. Wait, no, that's not the only 6 I got. I got the what they call those? The burgundy ones, the burgundy and white ones.
Oh, the maroon 6?
I got those, and I got these 6s that I quite don't know what the name of them. They Jordan 6s, and I've everybody when I wear them, they was like, "Where you get those from?" I bought them from Finish Line on clearance.
Oh, what color are they?
They gray with like aqua on them. They was only in women's. I'm trying to find them right now while I'm looking at my wall. They over here. Maybe I put them back in the closet because some of my shoes don't fit all on my wall.
And that's a 6?
Yes, a 6. It's a Jordan Low 6.
Oh, it's a low 6. Oh, I know which one.
It's and they women's.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, yeah, they 6s. And I found them at Finish Line on it when Finish Lines have Jordans on stupid clearance. I think I only paid like $30 for them things.
Yeah.
But every time I wear, everybody be like, "Where you find those at? Where those come from?" I was like, "Finish Line, they Jordans." But yeah, I only got like 3 pair of those. But I think I'm gonna get them infrareds when they drop. I think I seen them. I want them. They coming home. So if I can get them,
Are they actually the infrareds or
infrareds.
okay?
I'm coming. Those coming home. I need those for real.
Because I've seen pictures of the one supposed to come out this year, but I've seen them look like 5 or 6 different ways. I'm like, I wonder which way it's gonna be. Some of them have gray on them, some of them don't.
Yeah, I still want them regardless. As long as they don't look too crazy.
The only 6s I didn't fuck with the Bordeaux or the hair 6. I didn't mess with those.
You didn't mess with those?
Nah. Like if somebody would have gave them to me,
You would have.
that'd have been one thing. But
Okay, but you wasn't buying them.
I mean, I got both of the Bordeaux 7s, the 11 and the 15. It's like I don't need the 6.2 and the 7s. It's the same, so it's just
the 7s are my least favorite Jordan.
Really. Even with the Bordeaux and the hair and the black and red.
I have I still have the originals, but I never wanted another pair after that.
Yeah, it's a lot of bad 7 colorways.
Yeah,
well,
I never wanted them after that. But yeah,
a 7 isn't really a 7 if it doesn't have the zigzags on the tongue. And I know it's OGs that don't have it. The Cardinal doesn't have it. The Olympic doesn't have it, but still, like I don't really wear those that much because of that. Like I need the zigzags on the tongue.
You need
the
zigzag on the tongue.
Need the zigzags on the tongue. Like I have those the Marvin the Martian ones with the solid red tongue. Like
ooh, you took it back with the Marvin the Martian. I got a picture with those on with the Marvin the Martian T-shirt. Matter of fact, I was living in Euclid when I took that picture.
Yeah, I that was another shoe. Like I found those for the low at Avalon Exchange. They were like $30 because I had them shoes for like more than a calendar year at next Coventry. I could not give those things away. They were some of the worst. Those the sweater 7s, those 3-peat 8s. There was a lot of Jordans from 2015. Like after that 2015 Bordeaux 7, every Jordan that wasn't the UNC 1, the Laney 14, or the 72 and 10, like everything after that sat. You know, the Aqua sat, the Maroon 6s sat. Yeah, everything after the Board 07 sat. The anthracite 9s, those trophy 9s. Couldn't give any of that shit away.
Because I still have my original Aqua 8s, and I got the last, I think the very last pair that came out. Those like my favorites. What else? God. But I heard they coming out back out with the Aqua 8. The Aqua 8s are supposed to be coming back out again.
Okay, they should. It's been like 8 years.
Yeah, I wore mine to SneakerCon this year, and everybody was like, "Where you get those from?" They just been chilling in the box.
Somebody ask you shit like that. It's like, nigga, how long have you been doing this?
For real.
These are from 2015, bro. They came out on Black Friday. You ain't just getting these at a store. Like,
nah, you just they was like, they look new. Cause I keep my kicks in pristine shape, but I wear them.
And this is still a sneaker event. The fuck, you think I'm gonna come up with some beat up shit?
Nah, because everybody had the same kicks on. Like, just about everybody had the same thing on. I was like, come on now.
Well, what was it? Yeezys?
Yeezys. You saw a lot of Yeezys, and something had dropped that day. The Jordan 12, the what's name 12s had dropped that day. The Cherry 12s. So everybody had Cherry 12s on that day.
Yeah, they waited way too long for those.
Yeah.
I should have been came back with them. But all right. What direction would you like to see your collection go in the future?
Ooh. That's a good question. I'll be honest, I'm somewhat moving away from a lot of J's though. The way I'm looking at them now, like I have a variety of other stuff other than just J's. Like I told y'all, I got the Mellows. I couldn't break down again. I only have 2 pair of what's his name? Yeezys. And I got the original pair. I just couldn't do it because it seemed like it's so easy to get them now. Like, are they really Yeezys at this point? But yeah, I'm just getting a variety. I have a variety of stuff. Like, I'll get stuff more like what I like. So right now it's like the Pumas that I have. I like the Puma thing right now. New Balance, like I told you. I broke down. I went old school. I got a few period of questions.
Gotta have those. That's Reebok's Jordan 1.
Of course it is, but that toe box though, that toe box is snatching toes. It's way narrower than it used to be. But yeah, I'm a little bit more eclectic. I still like my Nikes, but it's a lot of other stuff that's catching my eye now. And I think I'm more for like comfort, a little bit more relaxed. So, plus, everybody is Jordan. So I try to do something different here and there, here and there when I can.
See, you feel me on that, niggas with the beard, the ball heads.
You got it. You and the ball heads now you gonna have me looking at ball head men like
this nigga. I'm telling you, he gonna have on that same sweatsuit, tech fleece, the gray with the black Nike, some whatever the newest Jordan is, a Nike dad cap, a white t-shirt underneath it.
It's nothing wrong with that look though. I don't gotta.
No, I mean there be days there could be days. I mean, hell, you might see me look like that over the next.
Wrong with it. It's
everybody does it though.
I'm just saying it's comfortable. Long as to me, it don't really matter. Long as you clean, smell good, and you match. That's all. That's it. It's not too picky out there.
Yeah.
It ain't gotta be no Gucci and that like that. Just long as you comfortable and you dressing the way you feel and you smell good, I'm good with it.
So if they like good, Melissa, you know what I'm saying?
Really, the voice change. That's what we gotta do.
You gotta go. It's good with you.
You were funny. You funny than a mug. Yeah. I'm saying, look, it ain't. I'm not picky. I can look beyond all of that.
All right. Okay. So before we go, do you
Yep.
have any more questions for me?
No, I can't think of any more. I can't think of any right now. I can't think of any. But yo, this was a great conversation. I had a great time.
I'm glad to hear it. I got to make some miracles happen between now and then, but I'm planning on being in Cleveland at the end of this month.
Okay.
So
You got, if you come to Cleveland, you most definitely got to hit me up for real. We can hang out, do some for real. It's
sure.
good to see you. I ain't seen you in a minute. Hung out, which used to be fun coming to the store. It's like, all right, let me go see Chris.
Yeah.
Mess around and end up buying a pair of kicks that I never ever was thinking about getting in the first place. Every time.
Yeah. That's good times, man. I definitely appreciate you rocking with me when I was with Hibbit. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Like the only Hibbit I used to go to, like I ain't going to that Hibbit. Shit, I've been in there since you left, and I'm like, this place, this story's terrible. Y'all ain't got nothing. Go in there looking for something. Like, we ain't got that. So what do you have? Like, what do you have?
all right. So look, before I go, one more question.
Okay.
Do you have any Chucks?
Do I have Chucks?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do, sir.
Okay. What we looking like? What kind of Chucks we rocking? You do high tops, low tops, mids? Where you at?
I like the high tops, but I really like the low ones. I think the last pair I bought was the Project Reds that I have.
Wow.
They like black. They like black with like red and gray stripes on them. With no laces. They got the elastic in them. Actually, my very favorite pair next to my I got the two-tone Chucks that's like red. I mean like they're blue and yellow. The double tongue.
So you got Project Reds and double tongue. Okay. All right. That's actually what I've been looking for lately is the Project Reds. I've got like 4 of
I
them.
always did like the Project Reds. Something about the Project Reds, they always was something different about them that made them stand out, that made me want to get them. Yeah, those always was my favorite. And then when they did Chucks with the double tongue, the double tongue, double sides, and you was able to lace them, like with the 2 different colors. Actually, the first time I moved here, I learned how to lace my kicks that way. I've been stuck on them. Those are my 2 favorite pair. Y'all got Chucks? I got a little bit. I got Chucks, Vans, what? Chucks, Vans. I got a little bit of everything. I'm not preference just to Nike. I buy what I like. Buy what's comfortable. I buy the stuff that's dope to me. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Probably the best Project Reds I have the Dr. Romanelli's. It's the one where it's a high top,
Ooh,
and
I
you
know
got
what you're talking about.
with the band-aids all over it.
Yes.
That's probably my best pair. I've had those since around the time they came out, like 08, 09. Like they're probably one of the Chucks I've had the longest in my
For real.
collection here.
Yeah,
So
your collection is
that's
crazy.
all Converses. But
Crazy.
when I get everything back, you know what I'm saying, together, because I got storage and stuff like that. Once everything gets back, it's gonna be
Crazy.
It's gonna be real.
Oh, my third pair of favorite Chucks I got. I forgot. I'm thinking about them just now. I got the all leather black ones from the movie I Am Legend.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I got those, and then I got the Levi jean ones.
Okay. You got some. See, that's where I'm gonna just say this before we go. People always look at me crazy and they think I'm silly when I say it, but it's true. I'm like, it's harder to collect Converse than it is to collect Jordans.
It is harder.
Because, like, for instance, there is a Project Red that I'm looking for. It was when they did the 100 artists or whatever, and Undefeated was one of the people.
Ooh.
So they had the blue ones with the foot on the side,
yep.
and it said no raw dogs on the tongue.
Yeah.
Like, I see them, but like with some shit like that, like I need the box, I need the hang tags, I need it all. I'll wait until I can get it with everything. So I'll be on shit like that. Like, yeah, I got all the core colors and I got a lot of other solid colors, but them collab Converses, because it's like you see it, you might not see it for another 2 or 3 years.
You're not, and if you do run across it, you better cop them when you see them.
You know, like the Nintendo collab they have from 2008. It only came out in Japan. They got
Oh,
shit, the Mario in the castle with Bowser's on the side of the Chuck.
yeah.
You know, I found a pair for 160, but it's still a Chuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still a Chuck. Gosh. Then I work for Converse
Chris,
too. It just makes it
you
hard.
gotta let go. You gotta let go sometimes.
I know,
Just do
man.
it.
Like the only Chucks that I've paid more than $100 for was the Kith Disney ones with the Mickey heads on the side.
Oh, those are dope.
I the Tom and Jerry Chuck 70 where Tom's eyes are X's. It look like a cause thing, but it's not. I paid like 120 for them. Niggas look at me like, nigga, 120 for some Chucks, nigga? Fuck.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm
Yes.
like, you don't understand, man. Whenever I see these bitches in my size, they be like $300.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Any cartoon on a Converse is skyrockets in value. But everything else, I got these made in Maine Converse boots. They only made like 80 of. But everything else is like Rick Owens. All of the Rick Owens is like the most expensive Converse I've paid for. Because that leather is going to last forever.
Yeah, something about that leather, because those I Am Legend ones, that leather is still beautiful.
Yeah, man. I mean, well, it's better than the pair that I'm wearing. I'm gonna show these. I paid $200 for these like 3 years ago. Now, the pair I'm wearing,
New message.
you see, the pair I'm wearing is different. It's like an older pair from the early 2000s, but this specific pair, because it's got the suede, it's not gonna chip like how this is chipping. It's not really purple anymore. It's navy.
Okay.
But these are from like 03. These are from like 09. So these technically are the most expensive Converse. They're $200 that I paid for.
But they're classics.
Yeah, I mean, Magic is my favorite player. I mean, if anybody who's followed this page for a while, you know,
if they don't know that, then they haven't been following you.
Yeah. So, you know, but yeah, the fact that you got the Project Reds, that made the show last a little bit longer, because you know niggas don't be knowing about nothing like that.
Nah,
you know,
I got them Project Reds. I forgot, and I found those. I forgot where I got those from.
Yeah, like this is another one of my favorite. I don't know who made these or whatever.
Oh, those are
but
raw.
They had the, you know, they got the, you know, the shit. You know about this, so
yeah,
you know,
those are raw.
I don't know who made them. I didn't know if that was a part of the 100. But yeah, that's it's harder to collect random Chucks than it is to collect J's. Because to me, J's, if you got the money, you can get them. You got the money, you can get shit he wore in the game. You know what I'm saying? If you got the money,
basically.
But it's shit. I'm talking about the shit where you got the money, but you just can't find it because you just don't you don't know where to look. It's other Nikes
you don't
like
know where to look for them at.
Yeah, but not. I can't think of no Jordan that's like. It's some Jordans that's uncommon, but if you look hard enough, you could find them like a Squadron 13. Like that's not common. You know what I'm saying? But it's not rare.
It's not.
What's an uncommon Jordan? Like a dunk from above 4 or something like that. Like, you know, it's not rare, but it's not common.
Facts.
So I just love sneakers, just like you. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know about. I don't know. My god kids are like, so what you gonna do with your kids if anything happens? I don't know. I'm scared to leave them to y'all because y'all not gonna know what to do with them.
Yeah, like, yeah, they like.
They're not gonna know.
My son is really into MF Doom, you know, which I'm like, all right, cool. That's better than the fuck shit these niggas is coming out with now. But he tried to get my MF Doom dunks. I'm like, oh no. I made him look up like, you know how much these are worth?
He tried.
Yeah. I'm like, man, now these aren't dead stock. I've had them since they came out, but even in this condition, if I wanted to sell them, I probably could still get a stack. I'm not just gonna give them to you for you to wear them in the dirt.
He was your size?
Yeah, he's about to be 16. He's like 11 through 12, just like me. I've confiscated some of his shoes that he either grew out of or he didn't want no more.
That's crazy.
Like, here's one right here. Now these shoes are terrible, and I'm glad I didn't purchase them for real. I got tape on the bottom. These are terrible. All right, I love the Flyknit Racer, but them putting this air bubble, it made it like a whole nother shoe. Like these were major disappointment. They were like his gym shoes, so I disinfected the fuck out of them, and then I confiscated.
I'm not mad at you.
You know, because I still love Flyknit. It's not really hot anymore.
Flyknit is cool though.
Yeah, but these are terrible.
You say terrible.
They're terrible. They were very disappointing. So, but you got my number, so I'm gonna need you to text me.
Right? I got you.
And
wait, did you send it to me?
It to you on Instagram.
All right, I'm gonna look. I got you.
So
send you mine. So when you come, most definitely hit me up. I'm gonna
be bothering you before then.
You can bother me whenever. Like, look, don't be shy. I'm about to send you mine right now.
All right,
there you go.
I appreciate you being here. Thank you.
I appreciate you having me.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
It was fun.
Well, I'm gonna be in touch. We'll go ahead and sign off. Thanks to everybody still watching. Thank you.
Nice seeing everybody. Thank you.
We'll see y'all soon. Follow her.
Yeah, follow me. Definitely. You probably see me. I'm usually posting. I don't post as much as I usually do lately, but yeah, I should be posting. My kicks and stuff.
973.
New Jersey.
I've
had that telephone number since I was 16. I'm not getting rid of it. I do have a 216 number, but my friend got my phone. She uses it for the Wi-Fi. But yeah, I'm never getting rid of that number. Never. I've had it too long. It's embedded in the brain.
For sure. All right. Well, appreciate you once again.
No problem. Appreciate you having me on. Have a good night.
You too.
Good night, everybody.